It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's showtime, Geno Jones Showtime. All right, so check it out. I come to you live right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, here on the East Coast, Eastern Time. Shout out to Detroit City, everybody from New York, Philly, Boston, all the way down to Miami, all the way in between. You got Miami, you've got, you got Tampa Bay, you got all kind of cities. Oh, by the way, you've got, let me see, who else is on Eastern Time? Shout out to Cleveland, Ohio. What time? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 6:30. Now, Central Time, Chicago, 5:30. Live in Los Angeles, everybody on the West Coast, 3:30 p.m. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, binge watch, and please share. Share the show, tag the show, copy and paste the link. Tell everybody to please subscribe. I'm about 250 new subscribers from my media company, getting a monthly check from YouTube. It is so important that we support Black-owned business. Absolutely, positively important. Got to do that, all right? So, as a matter of fact, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. If you'd like to advertise on the show, shoot me an email at Gmail. Shoot me a Gmail. Well, you may not have Google. Shoot me an email at my Gmail, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it. That's my email address. All one word, Geno Jones Show. That would be a Gmail. Or you can, if you'd like to make a contribution, if you would like to make a donation just to support my media company, support platforms like mine, so platforms and voices like mine can continue to speak truth to power. You can Zelle me, Geno Jones, and type in for the number 843 on Zelle. Geno, mine is spelled Geno. Geno Jones, then type in 843 for the number, or you can cash at me, $, capital D, lowercase a-d, capital G, capital J-O-N-E-S, $, Dad G. Jones. All right, so my guest coming up in just a few minutes. She is an emerging R&B Southern Soul star. I see stardom and superstardom in her future. She goes by the name of Lady Shabazz. She's like, don't F with me. No, that's actually the name of her single. She's going to be on camera in just a second. As a matter of fact, so let me do this. It's so much going on. So just to take a little shift, like current events, there's been a lot of talk on social media about Pastor Marvin Sapp. So I'm going to take a deep dive on Friday, but all I'll say now is, never would have made it. I'd never would have made it back to your church if you'd have told them ushers to lock them doors for $20. I'm just saying. And I'm a huge Marvin Sapp fan, but we had to have a conversation. We've got to discuss this in detail, and I'll do that tomorrow. And shout out to a U.S. Congresswoman, Jasmine Crockett. Her district is Dallas, Texas. So, she took some heat. She had some criticism about a nickname that she used. Now, she didn't create the nickname for the governor of Texas, Mr. Greg Abbott. It is a nickname that I have used multiple occasions on this show for his ass, with all of his bigotry, hate, racism, misogyny, homophobia, separating kids, and just so Greg Abbott, oh yeah, he's not like us, and he's not even like most people with a disability. But we're going to take a deep dive on his ass. All of that tomorrow. But I'm going to bring on my guests because it's so much going on. And at least a day or two, at least one day, I try to lighten it up. So I got a chance to see a video popped up on one of my social media platforms. And I recognized this sister because I've been here 20 years ago. And when I first got here, I met her, and I know she sings, and sister's talented, great voice. Hadn't seen her in a while. Then I saw her and her video pop up on my feed, and I pressed play. And I'm like, okay, really, don't F with me. We doing that. So I reached out to her, bottom line. I was able to catch up with her. So I got her on the show, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to waste any time. Her brand new single is called Don't F, and the F rhymes with duck. Don't F with me. All right, I'm not the one. Repping the Pisces, repping the Pisces is sign of the fish. My grandfather was a Pisces. He raised me. He was born on March 15th. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put her on screen right now. You heard her laughing. There's a beautiful smile. Miss Lady Shabazz. How we doing? You got that $1 billion smile. You doing good?
Oh yeah, man.
I guess so. You live in large, sitting back there. Look at her backyard. So, all right. So listen, what I want you to do is start off. I'm sure there's a lot of folks, your fans watching. You got folks back here in Charleston. So you kind of like Charleston, ATL, and fans throughout the South. So go on and shout out your people. And while you do that, this is what I love about live television. So the timer in my kitchen is telling me that my catfish is ready for me to snatch it out the oven. Because I forgot to
you better go and get that now.
Before I get right, because I don't want, that's my dinner. I don't want my baked catfish to burn. So I'm going to let you start off, ladies, Shabazz. Shout out, I know you probably got a list of folks. So go ahead and shout out your crew, everybody you want to shout out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that you done asked me. Hello. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, since he didn't give me a chance to shout out my people, I want to shout out everybody back home in Charleston, South Carolina. Yo, I love y'all. I miss y'all. All of my family, my friends, my old classmates, the people I went to church with, the people I went to the masjid with. So, shout out to Masjid Al-Jamia Rashid. Shout out to Royal Baptist Church. And shout out to all the military that been having my back.
Holt.
Huh?
I said, I hear you. Shout out Royal Baptist. Shout out Reverend Holt, Reverend Isaac Holt. Now, when I first got here, one of the first churches I went to was Royal. I just hadn't been in a while. I haven't really been anywhere. But I got to shout out, if I'm going to shout out a church, I got to shout out Bible Way Baptist Church, Reverend Larry Bratton, who's really family, even though he's mad at me, because really, when COVID hit, first of all, you couldn't go anywhere, really. Not really, you couldn't go anywhere. But Reverend Bratton is really just been doing great work since I've known him for 20 years. So, but he is like family, so I can't shout out any pastor without shouting out Reverend Larry Bratton. But shout out to Reverend Holt, because Reverend Holt is my dude. And now, I don't recall, I know Reverend Bratton ain't ever locked us in. And I can't recall ever hearing a story where Pastor Holt has told the ushers to lock them doors until we
look here. I've been there since I've been there. So look.
Well, I don't know if
I never no. Let me tell you, hey, look here. I never would have paid it.
But hey, well look, I can't sing like you, but you heard what I said. Never would have made it back to that church.
Okay now. That's crazy.
Do you? I ain't mad at nobody, but if you that's a little too close to kidnapping. And kidnapping and black folks don't really go together. We get a little hold on.
Right. And from my understanding, they already paid. They already paid their tithe, and they gave their offerings, and he came back later on like, okay, look. So now you can't.
Hold on.
That ain't
wait
right.
a minute. I forgot. I got my other car payment and the summer house. I forgot. I got to get this money.
No, don't do that though. I hope that's not with Marvin Sapp, because I would think that Marvin Sapp been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's not what that was.
I would hope not. But let me say this.
I'm on the interview right now.
Let me say this, Lady Shabazz. Sometimes the people who have the most money are never satisfied because it's never enough.
Yeah.
And the ironic thing is, and I got to shout out my man Denzel Washington, because I'm just going to borrow a phrase I heard him give in a couple speeches. which makes a lot of sense. You've always heard people say you can't take that money with you. Denzel said something to the effect, "You've never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
the money and the cars and the private jets and all the houses,
Ain't none of it going with you.
the girlfriends and side pieces and all, you can't take none of that with you.
None of it.
So at some point, it's like, when is enough enough? And who is it for you? Or are you allowing yourself to be a vessel to be a blessing to other folks? Are you the vessel to use the resources of, be it money or power or influence or platforms,
right,
to bless the community,
to bless
the
yes.
culture, and just humanity overall? But everybody got to live their life. But it's been buzzing. Folks have been talking about that.
Oh, I've seen it.
Because I saw the video. Did you see the video?
Yes.
I had to play it 3 times. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Because at first I thought it was like an AI deep fake. I said, oh no. I was like, come on.
He said, lock the door.
He
was very serious about that thing too. Lock the door.
Yes, because he said it like several times. Y'all heard me. He was like, he kind of got like a little gangster in the hood. No.
Right. Well, I hope it was worth it to him. Yeah. I bet you won't do that no more.
No, you know what? That's good. Because I know he has gotten a lot, and he's not the only one. But the thing is, he knew he was. So he talked about the 1,000 people that was, and that's a big church. I think his church is. I think somebody said in Dallas or Fort Worth. And then he said there was 1,000 people watching him online. So that means you live streaming and anything. The internet is undefeated. If you live stream it, if you upload it on whatever platform, is there.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, because I want to make sure. Okay, am I on the screen or are they hearing my voice?
No, I see you.
You see me?
Yes. Yeah, my viewers can see you. Yeah. Somebody telling you they can't see you?
See, no, on my phone, I don't see any comments or anything like that. But on my phone, the volume is really low. So I can, your volume, so I'm not sure.
Your volume sounds good. As a matter of fact.
Okay, so the volume's good for you.
Not only does it sound good,
I just have to listen closely.
I'm looking at my levels. Yeah, you're good. Trust me, I would have let you, we did a video and audio check before we went live. So
right.
If there would have been an issue, I would have said, come on, sis, we got to get this thing right here. So,
right.
All right. So, come on, South Carolina girl repping the ATL.
Yeah.
So share your story with us and tell us how you got to this phase in your career. Because, like I said, we met about 20 years ago, and I've admired your versatility because there's probably not any genre that you can't sing. So, but share the story of Lady Shabazz and how we got to where we are today.
Oh, that's a lot of story.
Well, you can condense it.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you don't have to give us like the Lifetime 5-part or Netflix 9-episode edition. Just give us. Give us like
I'm gonna give you
the
I'm gonna make a long story.
The little trailer when you go to Netflix and you're like, okay, you get about a minute of it. You can give us more than a minute, but you don't have to give us
a good series now.
I don't need all 9 episodes. Just give us a little bit of it.
Absolutely. So basically, born and raised in Charleston. My daddy is from Back to Green. My mama's from Maryville. We are real Charlestonians.
Now, for everybody watching around the world, let them Back to Green. Those are like areas, communities here in Charleston. Just kind of
Back to Green is downtown.
Translated for everybody outside of everybody outside of the 843.
Right. By Burke High School, which is awesome high school in downtown Charleston. And then my mother's from Maryville, which is in West Ashley. It was in West Ashley, which is a city. Well, I guess a subdivision,
like a neighborhood in Charleston. Yeah.
In Charleston, yes. And so I pretty much I tell a story about my dad. I used to sit with my daddy, and I remember one time I was very young, probably about 3 years, 3, 4 years old. And it's one of my first memories. I was sitting there with my father, and he had the record player, and he was playing one of those vinyls. And he kept playing he was playing a song. And I kept saying, Daddy, play it again, play it again. He played again and played again. That song was Killing Me Softly by Roberta Flack.
Wow.
I have loved that song since I heard it. And I remember just a couple of years ago, I was telling my mother the story. And she says, I know I was there. I was there. I was behind you all. And she said, and when I seen you do that, I knew you was interested in music. And so that's what made me start to put you in that direction, try to show you how to perform and things like that. So she did that. I performed. I've been performing in Charleston since I was like 5 years old, doing different family gatherings, funerals, weddings, all kind of different, you know, all kind of different events. I would just sing, pretty much all over. Anytime the family come around, she got to pull me and my sister Jamila because she sing too. And so,
You was
we would
like you
go.
was like Usher.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's singing everywhere.
yeah, she had us singing everywhere. So, I get to high school. I did musical theater. I went to Middleton High School, over there on William Kennedy Drive, out in West Ashley. I don't think there's a Middleton no more. I think it's West Ashley High. But yeah, I went there, and I would sing there, and eventually, when school was done, I actually went into the military. That didn't work out for me. That was not my thing. It just was not my thing. And so I ended up getting out of that. I came back home, and I was singing. I was singing. I was also a single mother. Um, from that point, as far as musically, eventually I joined the church because I was actually Muslim. My whole family was Muslim. And I ended up joining Royal Baptist Church. And I started
So
singing.
that
I
was a
started singing in the
transition
church.
from
Huh?
I'd say that was a transition from from a mosque as a Muslim to royal. So that was a very interesting
Yeah.
segue or transition.
Yes. Yes. So I ended up doing that. I was in the choir at Royal. Um, and I just kept getting this push. I've always wanted to move to Atlanta.
Well,
I
let me
always wanted
ask
to
you.
move to Atlanta. They had.
Let me jump in for a second. I didn't want to interrupt because I wanted to know. So when you were a member of Royal, was Reverend Holt, was he the pastor at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
I've been here 20 years, so I know he's been there at least 20 years, but I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
sure longer than that.
Yes. Yes. I got introduced to to Reverend Holt through my sister Khadijah, who still attends Royal. And so, it was just something else. And I loved it when I got into Christianity, and it actually gave me that, that thing, whatever that was, it gave me the confidence to go ahead and make a move to what I really wanted. So I ended up leaving, I left South Carolina, and then I went to Atlanta. Excuse me, came to Atlanta. I'm here now. So, I'm on the outskirts of it. I don't want to say I'm in Atlanta. I'm on the outskirts.
You the metro, part
So,
of the metro
once I
area.
got here, I did some more singing in the church. The church that I came to here, was Beaver Ruin Baptist Church, and I want to give shout outs and much love to those folks. I started singing there in the praise team. I became the choir director and the praise and worship leader. And I started doing some music there. And then I started doing a lot of, I started doing a lot of studying because I had a real craving, um, for all things spiritual. But me studying actually took me out of that environment. And so then I moved on. And as I tell people now, I'm a free agent. I kind of got out of religion. But I love those folks there. They showed me so much love. Um, and I began to do Wakila again, which was R&B. And then later on, I got introduced to Southern Soul. And so that's where I am now. So it's been a lot of transitions, a lot of different phases in my life.
So
But
what is
right
it
now,
that?
here I am
Well, let me ask
doing.
you something since you talked about, because really, like, what people don't understand about R&B, you do because you are a student of music and you are like you study the history of music. You know the history of music. I tell people they have to understand that the beautiful thing about R&B, it encompasses so much. I
Hmm.
mean, just from Motown and doo-wop, uh, like 70s soul, the whole
Right.
P-funk, and then out of R&B you got your hip hop and your new jack swings and all different forms of hip hop and just you had even some jazz, some fusion. So
It's a neo soul.
right,
It's
neo,
a
and really neo soul basically was just like folks who listened like you would when they were kids, maybe in like the 70s or 80s, and their mama and daddy
right.
was playing Marvin Gaye and Teddy and Luther and the Stylistics and Roberta Flack and
And
Aretha
Roberta
Franklin
Flack and Patti
and
LaBelle
Pat, yeah,
and
and then
Melissa Morgan and Aretha Franklin.
so, here in the 90s and early 2000s came, Jill Scott and Erica Badu and Maxwell, Music
Lauren
Soul
Hill.
Child and Lauren. Come on now. They
Jasmine
say
Sullivan.
it's nothing new under the sun. It's just
Yeah.
remix, put a
Yeah.
different.
That's our Black American music.
Yes.
That's us in the versatility and how inventive and creative we are, what comes out of us.
And what people talk about is so like for now, Southern Soul, which is really when I first got here, I started hearing about Southern Soul. But some of the artists I knew, just growing up in Chicago, but there were names like Marvin Sapp. But before that, you had some Johnny Taylors.
Yeah.
But even, sometimes artists like B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland would be labeled blues, but it was
Yes.
all the same kind of vibe. So,
Yeah.
Millie Jackson, what's
Hilfiger.
Millie Jackson and what's my
Betty
sister?
Wright.
Betty Wright, thank you. No pain, no gain. Out of
All right
Miami,
now.
out of the 305. So that would be if that came out today, they'd be calling that Southern Soul, which
Southern
is cool.
Soul. But that was R&B. That's what, let me tell you, I used to sit and listen to the different stations in Charleston. And what they call Southern Soul now, a lot of it, I won't say all of it, but a lot of it is R&B.
Yes.
Would have been played on the R&B station.
It's what, like we said, it's what Johnny Taylor was doing. It was like, even people don't realize this, because his music kind of broke through in the Midwest growing up in Chicago. But my man, rest in peace to Johnny Guitar Watson.
Yeah.
Johnny Guitar Watson with "I Wanna Ta-Ta You, Baby."
See, I know him like that, but go ahead, Geno.
Come on, you got
Tell me about him.
Woo! Listen, Johnny Guitar Watson, if he was hitting now, woo! I look, and I respect to all the cats that's just really popping now. I mean, from the Tucker and King Georges, and it's a bunch of folk. But man, Johnny Guitar Watson,
I gotta check him out. Check him out.
And but he had a really nice run for about 2-3 albums. But one of his songs was "I Wanna Ta-Ta You, Baby." He almost kind of like, shout out to my man Sir Charles Jones. When I hear Sir Charles, I hear Bob. I definitely hear Bobby Womack. I hear Bobby Womack.
Okay.
All day.
Yeah.
But I hear little Johnny Guitar Watson too.
See, I'm very familiar with Bobby Womack, but Johnny Guitar Taylor, I've heard of him, but I'm not that.
You'll love his and his, because his band, like the musicians, the music is just.
I'm gonna check him out.
You'll see. You call and text him. You like, gee, man, how did I miss? Ooh, I'm on this brother here.
Okay.
But the point, I just want to echo and just reinforce the point that you made. All of it comes out of all the different vibes and feelings and genres of Black music, and that's the beautiful thing about our culture. That's right,
and don't nobody do it better.
Yeah, we do country. listen, it wouldn't be no. Y'all can get pissed if you want to. Please understand what's her name? Big Mama Thornton and Rosetta Thorpe, who Lizzo gonna play. All right, your country music.
That's right. Wouldn't be no country.
Our ancestors were singing it. They were singing it when they was, out of slavery or in the South, being indentured servants, or still dealing with Jim Crow, and they were singing, plantations and farms, and some of the country folks that was overseeing them would hear them sing, and all of a sudden, the music industry was like called it country because it was basically, rural Southern white folks copying the music that they heard.
There's
the
nothing that we didn't do here.
Yeah, and
it just is what it is.
That's what, and people in their feelings about Beyonce doing a country album and getting a Grammy and selling out stadiums. I love it.
Yeah, she's good, but I'm gonna tell you have you heard K. Michelle do country?
No, but I could hear her doing it.
Check K. Michelle.
Oh, I bet she kills it. I can hear her doing it.
Oh, I'm telling you, she's something serious.
I can hear her doing it, and I can hear you doing something. Oh, you would kill it. You would.
Maybe one day I do a little something.
You would knock it out the park. But it's just, that's, like I said, that's the beauty about us as a people and as culture. We are versatile. We've had to be, we had to learn how to adapt and move and shift, and come on now.
Oh, yeah, now. You better talk, Geno.
So listen, I would talk about the single, Don't F With Me. There's a story behind every song, and every person has a story. So share the story of this song. I guess the title can speak for itself, but I just want to hear your story or inspiration behind your single.
Okay, so Don't Fuck With Me. It came from, once I got into Southern Soul, and I would be listening, and I go different places and stuff, and boy, when them songs come on, boy, them brothers start dancing real hard. Now, they could be chill a whole night, but when that song come on, gotta have three. Oh, I mean, it feel like something, and they soul agree with that thing. That's the So even that, and and I say side piece, I said, okay, but so I wrote that song, and I was actually on the road. I write a lot in my car, and I'm listening to, I might get a track and I'm listening to it. I write a lot in my car. So when I'm in the car, I was actually riding with a friend from Tampa, and I hear this beat. And that's all I see you dancing a King George. One ain't enough, now you gotta have three. And I hear you pumping that Pokey Bear like you done got yourself a new side piece. Like I'm just saying, don't let it go to your head, cause I get you back to the street. Cause I'll be damned if you call yourself my man and you been around here cheating on me. Look here, now I ain't playing. I hope you hear what I'm saying. Shit, fuck it. Don't fuck with me.
See, you all didn't even realize you were gonna get a concert today. I told you, listen, and we hadn't talked in a long time. We would touch bases on social media, but like you said, you've been moving and shifting and everything I've been doing, with my radio show and my TV show now, going on 5 years.
And congratulations on that, man.
Thank you. But when I saw that video, because I knew we follow each other like on Instagram. So when you posted that video, well, actually Facebook too. I think I first saw it on Facebook. As a matter of fact, we may have messaged each other on Facebook and Instagram. But when I saw it, I had to reach out to you. I was like, look,
and I'm so glad you did.
You got a hit. And I love your energy, because it's you. If people who know you, been around you, to see that's all Lady Shabazz. That is all 100% authentic. It ain't no act. You didn't need a couple shots of hand or nothing. That's you. That's 24/7. That is you. So
that's me.
But it
That's
comes
me.
when you watch.
And my man know it too. Don't follow me.
But see, when you watch the video, you see it. It's because you can tell that, okay, this is coming from a real place, from like an organic place. I don't know who dude was. I don't know his name, but it's some dude's name is attached to this song.
See, this is my thing. Because that's why they say, yeah, I have a lot of women when I go out and they'll be like, oh, we needed this. Yes, because that's just, that's just it. Y'all can don't play them games. You ain't, what you call them? I'm sorry. You ain't, Pokemon baby. Okay. You ain't King Charles, sugar. So, don't, like I say, don't let it go to your head. Cause I'll get you back to the street. And see, some folk need to know that. Ain't nobody got time to play. There's too much stuff going on around ya.
Real talk now.
And so when I say, don't, not with me. Don't, and I had to use that word because I tried to use something else and I said, boy, don't nothing hit like that.
Right.
It just, and that's why I said, forget it. I'm just going to throw it to the wind. I'm going to do what I do. And I'm going to say, don't fuck with me. Because that's what it is for real.
And
I think, and I think
it's an anthem already. And I can't wait because the more and more, radio stations that people get to see, I can see, you were smart. So you release it at a good time. So it's March, almost the end of March. So like by the time the summer hit real good in June and July, and that thing will be all over the radio, all across the South and America. It's gonna be.
I sure hope so.
No, we speaking that into existence, but it is an anthem. Man. Even if not radio, the good thing with social media, the more people see the video. So full disclosure, so we are working on, me and Lady Shabazz, we've been working on getting this video in the right format for my network for about a week.
Yes.
But when the show is over, so her video, you can go on YouTube and see it. And I want you to promote all of your social media platforms. But before I let you get out of here, so I asked, what's the name of her album? So before the show, we had like a pre-show production. They call like a production meeting or just a pre-show meeting. And I was like, all right, Lady Shabazz, what's the name of your album? So she didn't cuss me out, but I kind of got that energy. I'm working. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna need you to breathe and take 3 steps back. So okay.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna be necessarily the album name, but
well, no. You are now. Correct me if I'm wrong. You are working either on an EP or an album. Am I right or wrong?
It'll be EP.
Okay. So
Most
how many
likely
songs you gonna put on your EP?
I probably about 7.
Okay. You doing an album, girl.
That's 6, and I might as well.
You got some folks that only got 7 tracks on the album.
I have some R&B stuff that I have not necessarily released. So if I do an album, it will be R&B and Southern, soul, Southern soul.
Yeah, all different,
but it all go
different
together.
Vibes of R&B. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you could. You could, because now you see, and I love the collaboration. Shout out to my man Dougie Fresh. When he did the collabo with Tucker, and you see more of that, because I see that's really gonna be another big wave. I know my man. Shout out to Roy Chip. He's done some collaborations with some folks, but it's natural because it's all part of just the whole black music experience. So
right.
So are you looking at, if you had a timeline, when should we look for that EP to hit?
I would say it will be done by July or the beginning of August.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So
yeah, because I'm actually going to take my band. I'm going to take my band in real soon into the studio. I have a couple of songs, other songs that I'm going to be recording. So high energy songs, some stuff, that I'm thinking about and writing out, and so it's going to be real good. It's going to be real different. It's going to be me.
I love this. And this is one of the reasons I was excited for you, and I told you off camera, because like I said, I've got a chance to watch you perform, and so I know how talented you are. So,
thank you.
But to seeing you doing the Southern Soul joint, I was like, oh, this is magic. This is a rap. This was like tailor-made for you. This is like somebody just took the material and melted it and poured it on you, and just let the soup just kind of just solidify, just kind of dry out. Yeah, it's like a mold. It was a mold for you. They poured that stuff and just let that mold.
That's one thing I love about it, because I mean, when I got to the Southern Soul, I said, "Ooh, it's so free." And it's so, folks say what they want to say, and they do what they want, and it's grown folks music.
Yeah.
And it allows me to do me, and just whatever comes to mind, I'm able to be myself creatively. And so I really appreciate the genre, and I appreciate the people that I've met within the genre, and and
Well, shout out your producer.
the environment.
Did you do all the writing on Don't F With Me? And shout out your producers and some of your writers, if you got some writers that you're gonna collab with
Well,
on the EP.
I write them. I write them all.
Keep
The
that
first
publishing,
song,
girl.
though, the first song that I did was a song called "If It Ain't Southern Soul," and that song someone gave to me. Her name was Lady Sunshine, and she gave me that song because she had sung it, but then she wanted me to sing it because she felt that I could do it better.
It fits you,
in any
yeah.
case. So, we did that, and then unfortunately we haven't really worked together. We don't work together right now. But she was one of the people who was really like, "Yo, you need to go into Southern Soul." So I appreciate that from her, regardless. And yeah, after that, then I started getting on my own, my own stuff, and started writing myself. And then that took off. I'm happy because Don't F With Me has about 93,000 views. Okay, excuse me, 93,000 views on YouTube on my channel, and then there's a topic channel with the distributor, and that has like 45,000 views or 44,000 views on that. So this song here has
I love
had
it.
the most views and listens than anybody. So I'm looking forward to getting back in the studio, and I'm also looking forward to getting a video for Don't Fuck With Me really soon.
Okay, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Because we talking about like the full, I can't wait to see
a full video.
Right, the whole performance, like the story with the actors. All right, so listen, I don't know who's gonna cast, but I'm throwing my hat in for some part of the video.
Okay, thank you.
I'm ready for the table read. We can do it virtually on Zoom. Just email.
I hear you.
You can just email me. I don't even need a script. You can send me the script, but just give me some freedom to,
Let's give you some pointers.
Yeah, that's it. Just tell me the energy you want, and I'm good.
I hear you. Thank you, here.
Good.
I keep you in mind, baby.
Don't keep me in mind. I'm telling you, we talking real time.
Don't make you put me in your video.
I'm telling you, you send me the script.
You gonna come that
I will seal the deal.
I might come to Charleston. I don't know.
Well, like I said, we can do it virtually. You send me the script, I guarantee you, I'll knock it out on Zoom. You'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute, we gotta get G in the video. We gotta get G in the video."
I hear you, Geno. Thank you so much, Sean. Yes, thank you.
I am so excited for. So, okay, tell everybody your YouTube channel. Is it Lady Shabazz?
Yes, my YouTube channel and my IG is Lady Shabazz Music.
Okay, and that's Shabazz. Everybody,
just like Betty Shabazz.
Right, but some folks, everybody didn't, pass spelling. They was hanging out in the hallway, so. For those who skip spelling, used to get them 50s.
Shabazz. Lady Shabazz Music.
Right. We want everybody. We want everybody to get it right. So Lady Shabazz Music, all your social media platforms, including YouTube.
Yes.
Right.
But my Facebook fan page is Lady Shabazz.
Okay.
Just Lady Shabazz.
You got any dates, tour dates? That you want to tell us about?
Right now, I'm concentrating on getting this stuff here put down the way I want it.
Okay.
So I'm more concentrating on the studio work and things like that. I have been speaking to somebody about a date in Colombia late next month.
Great.
So if you guys tune into me, I'll be posting that, and y'all will have all of that information. And then my folks out there, because I got some family out there, so folks out there can come and see me.
Well, you got to
And
bring it
we'll have a
home,
good
girl.
time.
Come on, lady. You got to bring it. You got track day to something. You got to bring it home. And if
Man, look here, I
even
would
if you can
love
sing in
to.
one song, just sing. Don't f with me. Just do that. You got to, track that one, girl. You got to bring that. You got to bring that home now.
Absolutely, I can't wait. And we gonna we gonna put that together
Yes.
some way somehow.
Yes.
But yeah, I got to come
Absolutely.
back home. I miss it.
Absolutely. All right. So, to download your music, that's important. Let everybody know where they can download your
All right, to
music.
download my music, y'all go ahead to Apple Music. You can go to Amazon, pretty much any digital streaming outlet that's on Spotify. So wherever you guys, wherever you guys stream your music, I'm pretty much on there. So y'all just look up Lady Shabazz and go on and get there. Not only do I have Don't Fuck With Me on there, I also have a song called Miss Me Too, and also a song called Tonight. And Tonight I Can't Wait. And those are the three Southern Soul records that I'm working with right now.
All right. So,
But I got some more coming. So y'all just man, look here, follow me.
come on,
Follow
girl.
me.
All right. So listen, everybody. I need you when the show's over. Make sure that you go and subscribe to her channel, Lady Shabazz Music on YouTube.
Yes.
And Lady Shabazz, you can do your brother favor. Everybody, all your folks is following you on YouTube. Tell them I need them to come over here and subscribe to. We gotta
Subscribe to Geno Jones Show.
we gotta build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Because we all we
Geno.
got. We are all we got. But the truth
Okay.
is, we are all we need. All right.
That's real.
Now, everybody's not
real.
going to get it. Everybody's not going to understand the assignment. And as my mother says, who's watching me right now, teeth and tongue fall out, and they in the same mouth.
All right.
But they still family.
That's right.
So, everybody's not going to agree. We had a...
Period.
We won't tell you, we had a really interesting... If you all heard the conversation that we had about 2 hours ago, it was so interesting. But... And I just share that without, telling everybody what all the things we were talking about is how, even family, they can have two different points of view, but they still have the same goal. They have a love.
That's right.
They have a love of family. They have a love of each other. They have a love of community and of the culture and of us as Black people. And
That's right.
I love people in general, but I tell people I am unapologetically pro-Black. I'm not anti anybody.
That's right.
America has been.
That ain't even in our blood.
Right.
It's not
the
even
truth
in our-
is, it's really not. We do.
It's not.
We do more harm to each other quicker than we.
If we ever did. Okay.
And that's a whole nother conversation.
That's another topic.
But America's been unapologetically pro-Black for 406 years. So and it is what it is. So you know what it is, but in the meantime, I know I got a responsibility to use the platform and the voice and the success to be a vessel, to be a blessing to my community and my culture.
That's right.
Because in America, and Lady Shabazz and I talked about this earlier, I said, there's never been a time in the history of this country to where when Black people were doing well collectively in general, that somebody else, when Black folks did well, white people didn't suffer, Asian Americans didn't suffer, Latino American brothers and sisters, Native American. If Black folks are doing well in America, I guarantee you, everybody else is going to do
Everybody. Do you hear me? Everybody, because we've been propping everybody up all this time. I don't even believe we just 13%, but I'm going to leave that alone. That's a whole
you're
nother
right.
topic.
No, we're about, because you got to understand, a lot of people don't even mess with the census.
Huh?
A lot of people don't even mess with the census because that's how they
That's
determine
right.
the population is by how many people fill out and return census forms,
Right.
either online or in person. But a lot
But
of
we
folks,
hold up everything here.
they're like, well,
and you're absolutely right.
they're like, oh, I don't want the government knowing all that stuff about me. But you got a damn cell phone. They know everything about you anyway, because you done put all your information, all your business
You better
out.
know it.
You done live streamed it and everything. So they don't even have
They
to
got
look
all
for
your
it.
information, baby.
Right. They ain't gotta look for it. All they gotta do is just go to your social media and look at
Yeah,
your
baby.
reels and your videos.
And that's the truth.
And
That's the
and how
real.
you shop. There you go. Just come on.
Shoot, sometimes you think, you think about something. Next thing you know, you're on the phone. You better not. Just people better pay attention.
Lady
That's all I say.
Shabazz Music, YouTube, and all your social media platforms. So what? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Yes.
What other platforms? Is that it?
That's it for now.
Okay. Well, you got to get on Blue Sky, and you got to get on Fanbase, because you know that's Isaac Hayes' son's.
I heard about that. I heard about that recently.
Yeah, it's like Twitter without the racism.
Oh, wonderful.
And it's black owned. Isaac Hayes, as a matter of fact,
Wonderful.
Isaac Hayes III is his son that has the platform. As a matter of fact, you still got a chance, because I plan to do that. He is still allowing people to become investors and get shares of the company. So, which is smart, because it's blowing up and it's only going to get even bigger. But we need, like I said, black-owned media, black-owned institutions, because nobody's going to tell our story better than us. And
That's the truth.
Since so many folks from the government on down are trying to erase our history and ban our books, so we have to make sure that we've got our own libraries and that we can tell our own stories.
And as parents, teach them babies.
Yes.
Talk to your children.
Right.
They're your responsibility. They're not theirs.
And have the elders, have them sit down with the elders and record.
Tell them as much as you can.
We use this phone and record all kind of nonsense and all kind of bull. We stream
Yes, sir.
all kind of craziness and foolishness. Let's use this device to record our family's history. Sit down with your elders and hit record and let them tell their story and what life was really like 60, 70, 80 years ago. And keep it. Make sure that you
it's always very important.
Right.
Because we need to know the truth.
Download all your recorded history on your own server or hard drive, because if it's up in the cloud, we don't own and control that. They can delete that. So make sure that you got your own copy somewhere where can't nobody go grab it.
Geno got it all covered, doggone it.
Come on, listen. I got every show that I have ever done here on YouTube. All 4.5 years. I got my own server.
Man,
and my own hard drive.
congratulations. That is so awesome.
Oh, I ain't playing. They do what they want to do.
I remember when you first came to Charleston.
Yeah.
Well, I was
don't play with
listening to you.
Well,
so yeah, thank you so much for having me on your platform.
You got a permanent.
I can't tell you how much it means to me.
You got a permanent home. You know, I don't care what you said to me earlier. You got a permanent home because you real. I know you.
Yes, Shaka.
Yep. At the end of the day, I know if it pop off, some folks, they gonna talk a good game, but if you turn around, they gonna be running the other way.
All right now.
But if it gets sideways, I know you ain't gonna turn and run. You gonna be, I'm right here, G.
By your side, baby.
I'm right here, G. I'm right.
Best believe that.
Yes, best. All right, Lady Shabazz, love and respect. I am so happy for you,
Much
proud
to
of
you
you.
as well.
So listen, when you get the EP ready, come back. And as soon as you finish the video, that you're gonna have your boy co-starring, guest starring in there with all the other big names, then we're gonna have to debut. You have to, after you debut it on your channel, then we're gonna have to run it and on this channel here, because I can't wait to see the video.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
The lyrics, the story is already told from the very beginning. You know, it's like you don't have to figure out the plot, because you get the plot in this song like in the first 20 seconds. You already. it ain't no guessing. You already know the plot is clear. The message is understood.
But you know what? That's one thing about the song. Somebody asked me the last time because I had an interview on Sunday, and asked me if it was a slight to King George and them, King George and Pokey Bear, because I name them in the song. And it's not. I thought about that thing. I said, no, it's not. But one thing I do appreciate is their creativity led to my creativity.
Yeah.
And that's how we got to feed off each other.
And that's respect. You showing them respect.
Much respect.
Their art influenced you. And people been doing answers to songs forever. You know, women have always had like an answer to a song that was like a men's anthem. And the ladies' anthems, Beyonce got a whole career of anthems and
yes.
To the left, I could go. She did a whole album, that whole Lemonade album.
Okay now. So yeah, it is. It's an ode to them. I
Oh, right.
appreciate them.
And
I
Jay-Z
appreciate
ain't got nothing to say. Jay-Z, like, he just kept his head down because he knew he was the inspiration behind a lot of Lemonade. He's like, all right,
Right.
put
There
that
you
church
go.
string up. I'm gonna take the L.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the L on this one. Don't lock them doors, Pastor.
Yeah, he don't want to talk too much about that
Come on,
right
Marvin
now.
Sapp. Don't lock them doors. I gotta go. All right, ladies and
Yes,
Shabazz, listen, the energy, and you guys see now, the energy that you've seen on camera is authentic. That's why when you get to see the video to this single, really, so it's like a performance video. So it's like Lady Shabazz performing live. So you got to check it out. You can go to YouTube, like I said, her YouTube channel, Lady Shabazz Music, and if folks on Facebook is there too, and it's also on Instagram. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you.
So I can't wait to get you back on. So you'll have this episode. I'm gonna send it to you shortly. And look, you and all your fans, y'all can chop it up.
I will tell everybody
viral.
about Geno Jones.
They're gonna love this because this conversation that we have and see,
Yeah, this is awesome.
I'm just a media personality that loves to have conversations. So I ain't trying to be Don Lemon or Lester Holt or nobody like.
I hear you.
We just like family having a conversation. She's sitting back there in the backyard. We just
I'm in the backyard, man. I'm in the backyard. I said, shoot, I'm just gonna go sit out there. It's a pretty day outside.
Yes, love and respect.
Go head outside and chill.
Congratulations.
And talk to my boy.
Thank you, Lady Shabazz. Congrats.
Thank you. Mwah.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. She's got a beautiful spirit, guys. She's fun, just that fun personality. That's who she really is. And you got the little taste. Oh, she can sing. Don't play. You play around if you want to. This sister can sing, and she can sing like any genre of music. So I was really excited when I saw her like live performance video. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Shout out to everybody watching. Let's see here. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, Rosalind Anderson. How are you? One of the listeners to my radio show, and of course, my #1 fan, my mother. I'm gonna use her words. She's like, shocked is the adjective she used about Pastor Marvin Sapp. I'm gonna talk about that. Take a deeper dive tomorrow. But you can imagine a lot of folks are talking about it. So thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. if you are on Central Time, Chicago, Milwaukee, maybe Minneapolis, Memphis, down in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, where Marvin Sapp hopefully ain't locking nobody in. What they had, Bible study or Wednesday night Bible study? Hopefully he didn't tell the ushers to lock the doors until everybody give me $20 at least. Live in Los Angeles and on the West Coast. Everybody can watch me 3:30 in the afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to this channel. I'm only about 250 new subscribers away from my media company getting a monthly check from YouTube for all my subscribers and my views. Thank you. It is so important that we support Black-owned media and platforms like this one, voices like mine, that we can continue to speak truth to power, but also have moments of joy and laughter, because we are living in some times where self-care, and sometimes you got to take a break and cut off the news and find something to make you laugh or make you smile or make you cry in a good way because it made you feel so good and it hit your heart and it touched you in a certain way, but in a good way that brought tears of joy, whatever it is. So we need that. My grandfather used to always tell my mother, he'd say, "Hon, be happy." And it's really hard to be happy on a regular basis nowadays because the enemy is busy. He is working like triple time, but we rebuke the enemy and we will make sure that we celebrate life and that we take time for self-care and love and joy and laughter and happiness, because all that releases good chemicals and hormones in our body. Like anxiety and stress releases hormones like cortisol, which are bad for your health. Don't take my word for it. Ask your doctor. All right. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram. He's the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. KELBECUTTINUP, Kelby Cutting Up on Instagram. Allie Jones. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. You can check out Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection. It's LX.NCL _ after that last L. LX.NCL _ on IG or Instagram. Also, shout out to Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. Check out his Mario Uomo collection. Mario Uomo, M-A-R-I-O. Mario Uomo is spelled with a U. U-O-M-O. Mario Uomo, U-O-M-O. The Geno Jones Show. Brought to you by City Vibes Bar and Lounge, the ultimate adult night spot. They got karaoke tonight, Thursday, then Friday, Saturday. Some of the baddest DJs in the Carolinas and the Southeast on the 1 and 2s. Celebration, anything, birthday, wedding, you got a bachelor, whatever you got, whatever you want to celebrate. Just celebrating life. Adults, men 35 and up, ladies 30 and up. Shout out to Kenya and Corey Williams, the owners of City Vibes. V like Victor, I. B like baby, E-S, City Vibes. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. 9730 Dorchester Road here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. Shout out also to the Crate Group, one of the top nonprofits in America. And big shout out to their CEO, a big supporter of the Geno Jones Show, Brother Kendrick Bannister. Check out thecrategroup.org, thecrategroup.org, C-R-A-T-E, or the Crate Group on Facebook, and you can get more details about that nonprofit organization. Once again, so important that we support Black-owned media. If you would like to be a sponsor, I'd love to have you. I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor on this show. I would love to have you as a sponsor, advertise, or if you just believe in what I'm doing, the messages in my monologue, how I try to use the platform not just to entertain you, but to get you to smile. But the most important thing is just to share information and knowledge and wisdom that I gather from other people. And any piece of information, any morsel of information, of positivity that I can share with you through my monologues on this show to make sure that we are protecting each other as a community and as a culture and as just people in general, then that's my assignment right here. That is my assignment. And I fully accept that assignment. So, but Black-owned media, we have to support it financially. It is so important. And I'm not gonna lock nobody's doors. I ain't gonna have nobody's ushers lock the doors. Yeah, so I ain't locking you in nowhere. But I would invite you, and I would be honored if you really like the show and you believe in what I'm doing, to financially support the show and tell others to do it so they can do it by becoming a sponsor. You can just send me an email, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Geno, that's how you spell it. That's how you spell my Geno Jones, Gmail. I'll contact you. Give me contact information or give me your contact information. I promise I'll get back with you. I will send you a sponsorship package. Make sure you include your phone number, and I'll call you. We can set up a meeting via Zoom, or just set up a meeting in general. So you can do that, and you can cash at me or you can Zelle me. You can Zelle me, my media company, on Zelle, Geno Jones, and then type in for the number 843. So just type in at Zelle, Geno Jones, and the number 843. You can cash app $ DAD, capital D, lowercase AD, capital G, capital J, O-N-E-S, all one word. $ DAD, G Jones, all one word, capital, $ capital D, lowercase A-D, capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S. You can do that now. If you're watching me live right now, or whenever you're watching me, you can do it. Tomorrow's Friday. If you get paid Friday, if you get paid on the 1st, 31st, that's next week. No donation is too small. No donation is too large. We'd appreciate whatever you have to give, whatever is placed on your heart to share, to support the media company so I can continue to give back to the community. We appreciate it. All right, spread the word for me. All right, thank you, everybody. I got another give. Hey, LaTanya, how are you? How you doing there? Another one of my radio listeners. Big shout out to Rosalind. I hope you enjoyed the show, Rosalind. Oh, by the way, everybody watching me, it is so important. Please leave your comments about the show and all of my shows. Leave your comments in the comment section and join if you're watching me live, the show is interactive. You can jump in the chat room and just give me a shout out or tell me to shout you out like Rosalind Anderson did and like LaTanya did and as my mother, Mary Dixon, always does. So I appreciate everybody watching. Once again, big shout out to Lady Shabazz. Check her music out. Check out her YouTube channel. Support her. Subscribe to her YouTube channel, Lady Shabazz Music, and check out her single. It's a video. It's a performance video. It's her singing her song live. Don't F with me. All right. I love you, everybody. We'll see you Friday. Got a weekend review, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, make sure, once again, support my media company, support Black-owned media at Zelle, Geno Jones, the number 843, or $ Cash App, $Dad G Jones. We'll see you live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Chicago, me and you, 5:30. Live in Los Angeles, everybody on the West Coast, me and you, live 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. So spread the word, share, screen grab, rip some of the video. Once again, give me that thumbs up, like this and every episode. Binge watch all my back episodes, and we'll see you 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.